try this a new way. I'm gonna show you the tricks that I know. I'm getting tired of talking, and I need more of a show right now. It's time that you made your mind up, 'cause lately all it ever does is change. Feels like we're only talking, going round and around, back around. I will fight like no other every day. I won't stop like the others. I will stay. 'Cause now is the right time, and I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I know I can win right now. You got me up tonight, 'cause loving you is like I'm walking a tightrope so high. I won't be turning around, no, I won't be turning around. I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I will win tonight. I think I'll do it on my way. I'm gonna show you what I'm going through, get you out of your comfort zone, 'cause I need more of the truth right now. It's time that you made your mind up, 'cause lately all it ever does is change. Feels like we're only talking, going round and around, back around. I will fight like no other every day. I won't stop like the others. I will stay. 'Cause now is the right time, and I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I know I can win right now. You got me up tonight, 'cause loving you is like I'm walking a tightrope so high. I won't be turning around, no, I won't be turning around. I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I will win tonight. Don't forget it, don't forget it, don't forget it. We'll turn this around. Don't forget it, don't forget it, don't forget it. We'll turn this around. I guess I'm gonna stay, but I'm just gonna wait in the background, watching you talk to her. I know this might look bad, but I'm just gonna melt in the background, watching you lean into her. I'm a fool. I just wanna get close to you. Yeah, I wanna get close. I'm a fool. I know. Are you thinking about us too? 'Cause I don't know. Are you missing it just like I do? Are you worried about me too? 'Cause I'm thinking aloud, I'm wondering about you, eh? I don't even know what it feels like when your eyes are staring at me. I miss them. I'm about to lose it. All of my friends telling me to leave for the night. It's for the best. I'm a fool. I just wanna get close to you. Yeah, I wanna get close. I'm a fool. I know. Are you thinking about us too? Are you missing it just like I do? I still want you, I do. Baby, can't you see what you do to me? I just can't resist you. You got me drunk in love, I can't sleep. I need to sober up from this dream. But I can't deny, I can't deny you. I can't deny, I can't deny you. Na 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 na
What's up, y'all? Sean here. Welcome to Tuesday Night Studio Sessions. It's a good day. I feel better than I did last week, but I'm still hawking up something crazy. So I got my deep man voice on this week instead of my girly tenor voice. Hope you guys are having a good night. I'm having a good night. It's a pretty decent day at work in this chair at my home. I still haven't gotten to fly the 2S yet. It's been crazy windy and just kind of moist here in Nashville. So even though this morning would have been beautiful, I probably would have got a lot of moisture in the drone. So I wanted to avoid that. It was a foggy morning. So it was just, and there was kind of a mist going on. The sun came out this afternoon, but I was working really hard. And then by the time I was done with work, I was like, I just need to work on the live stream tonight. So haven't gotten much done with the Air 2S, but I'm super excited about it. Very excited about it. I charged it up last weekend, and now all three batteries have discharged down to the third LED. So I got to recharge them just so I can go out and fly my first flight. But firmware's updated, all that jazz. I left my remote control on the table, so that wasn't too good for the presentation. But yeah, Nacho, I said moist. You got something of it? I ain't afraid to say moist. Yeah, I'm not going to repeat that. So yeah. Tell me in the chat how y'all are doing. I see we've got Bob Casey was here. I don't know if he's still here. Kind of looks like he is. Got Steven Drones in the house. Got Nacho rolling. And there's somebody lurking in the corner, so it's probably my dad. And any more possums showed up. Nacho, are you 50? Why do we keep talking about 50 years old? Because I'm 45. I hope there's a big swimming pool full of Jell-O at the bottom. Maybe a bunch of tapiocas. That'd be kind of fun. Or maybe just some olive oil. No, I probably wouldn't want to get olive oil in my eyes. Steven Drone said we're kids. It's always nice not to be the oldest person in the room. I'm getting up there though. Tell you what, I feel like I don't look like I'm 45, but I definitely feel like I'm 45. Like my body hurts. And I think the only thing that's keeping me looking a little bit younger is my chubby face doesn't show the wrinkles. I've got these bags under my eyes, and I've got these smile lines, but for the most part, I don't have any real wrinkles anywhere else. Even my forehead, like a lot of people, I can't even do it. They do that with their forehead all the time, and then they have like permanent lines. I don't have those, so Stephen Jones says it doesn't get any better. So yeah, we're 45 now, but I'm very happy with my life at this point. I know some people go through like a midlife crisis. I don't know that I will. I enjoy where things are right now. Happy wife, happy kids, happy life. Life is good. Whoa, Nacho's 55. So my dad said he can vouch that I'm 55, that I'm 45. So he's got proof right there. He was there the day I was born. So welcome to the chat, Dad. Hope you're having a good night. Happy birthday, by the way. Everybody, today is my dad's birthday. So happy birthday to Dad. Wow, we got 8 people in here already. It's only the pre-show, y'all. 8 people in the pre-show already. Nice. We don't have anything. We don't really have a schedule tonight. I just kind of wanted to hang out with y'all, talk about some things to come. Whoa, Stephen Drones is almost 70 years old. Dang, you could be my father. That's old, man. But Eat More Possum said happy birthday to my dad. That's cool. So we've got the Air 2S. As soon as it stops, this weird weather in Nashville stops. It was like 40-something degrees last night. And it's like the middle of May almost. It's crazy. We've had some crazy winds, some crazy storms. They've been off and on, but they've been enough that I can't really fly my drones. So yep. Dad's 72. Is he the oldest man in the room? Probably. I don't know how old Bob is. It's probably rude to ask, but we're guys. We don't care, right? So Nacho says, have I ever looked into a ham radio? I had a ham radio in college, just because my roommate was into that kind of stuff, and he was throwing one out, and I grabbed it before he could throw it away. And I happened to be in electronics class at the time, so I took it apart and fixed it. And so I had a ham radio. I think it was a ham radio. Is a ham radio the same as like a little police scanner, or are you talking about the radio that's kind of in your car that has the microphone like in a semi truck? I haven't had one of those, but I have had it almost looks like a walkie-talkie, but it's like a police scanner. I had one of those in college. Nacho said there was snow on his car when he woke up. And where's your car right now, Nacho? That's crazy. So Stephen Drone said, my dad's the winner as being the oldest man in the chat. Artco showed up. What's up, man? Hope you're doing well. I keep seeing your announcements about your toffee. I'm going to have to get some of that toffee sometime. I need to just find out what it is and order it. Try it out. All right, what else we got? Dad said he built a Health Kit ham radio years ago. If you guys don't know, my dad was in electrical engineer for a long time. And he had all kinds of things. The Eat More Possum, what's that thing that's behind you? Oscilloscope? Is that what it is? Where it reads wave patterns? Dad had one of those when I was a kid. Artco saying hi to everybody. All right, so if you're not familiar with Artco's channel, he does a lot of drone reviews, does some live streaming on Saturdays, and he has giveaways of Instrom candies. Is it saltwater taffy? Is that what it is? So if you guys are looking, he seems to like it a lot, so it's probably good. So y'all should check that out. Eat More Possum said it is an oscilloscope, so I was right. Or is it, how do you say that? Is it oscillation? So that's probably oscilloscope. Artco said it snowed in Denver last night. He's in Denver. My brother lives in Denver. So that's cool. My dad's going to head out and eat some lemon chicken. My stepmother makes amazing lemon chicken. Just going to say that. Okay, Artco says it's almond toffee. So this has been a random live stream so far. We haven't talked about anything technical, but I like it. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. Artco, since you're here, do you want to come into the chat? You're welcome to. I don't really have an agenda tonight, but a couple things that are coming up on the channel. We've got so I did some swapping with Eat More Possum, and I got his DJI Pocket 2, and what he gave me is got some ND filters. I've got the creative kit. So I now have the microphone. So we're gonna do a test between the microphone, the wireless microphone on the DJI Pocket 2 and the wireless, and then plugging in a Rode wireless mic and see which is better and which route you should go. There's plenty of mounts out for the Osmo Pockets because they're the same size. So we'll find out whether it's a better deal to get the creative kit or to get the Rode wireless kit and a $20 mount that has a cold shoe on it or something like that. So we're gonna do that. We've got the DJI Air 2S coming up on the channel. That'll be pretty exciting. And I have a couple t-shirt ideas that I'm going to be designing. So that'll be exciting. Actually, I think I'm going to pull that up. I haven't shown that in a couple of weeks. All right, Artco says he's ready. I think Art, I'm just going to put it in the chat. And we might get some other guests as well. And then I'm going to pin it. Man, that was quick. All right, everybody.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Hey. Just hanging out. Just finished dinner and went on YouTube, checking out some channels. Found a neat fishing channel where the gal's boyfriend uses a drone in their fishing videos. It's called Darcizzle Offshore.
Well, that's cool.
That's-
Darth Sizzle, like
Darth
Darth
Sizzle.
Vader, but like Darth Sizzle.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
Her name is Darcy, so
Oh, okay.
that's her nickname from when she ran track in high school.
That's cool. So do they use the drone for actual fishing? Like, do they
No,
fly the line out and drop it?
No, they send out the drone and you get a drone's eye view of them fishing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Hope they don't accidentally cast onto their into the blades.
No, I think he keeps it up high enough to where they don't snag it.
That's cool.
Yeah, looks like he uses a Phantom 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Very cool. So what are you up to? I saw. Were you the one flying the pig?
Yes.
Was that your video? Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So tell me about that drone.
Well, it's a neat little toy drone. It's made more for flying indoors. It doesn't have a camera on it, but it's pretty stable because it's got sensors on the bottom.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
So does it have altitude hold based on the sensors? Or you have to kind of
no.
kind of FP
Yeah, you
Addy
gotta
mode.
you gotta keep your hand on the stick to keep it at the right level. Otherwise, it'll either go up to the ceiling or just stay on the floor.
Yeah, I always have a hard time because you got to get like all the drones I fly inside. I've got to punch them a little bit to get them off the floor.
Yeah.
But then you got to pull back so they don't hit the ceiling. And then when you pull back, and then you got to push up again so that it doesn't hit the floor. And you got to,
Yeah.
I can never get that down.
Yeah, it just takes a lot of practice.
Yep.
In the video, I flew it outside and it went up pretty high, about maybe 20 feet. And then the wind just carried it away and it crashed into a tree.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I did with my Tello. When I got the DJI Tello, or
Yeah.
I guess people are calling it a DJI, but I flew it inside and had a great time with it.
Yeah.
Because at the time I lived in an apartment complex, and so we had this clubhouse with this like 2-story like big room. And
Right.
so I flew around there, and that was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And then I
that'd
took
be
it out
cool.
to a park, and I mean the wind just kind of slammed it into the monkey bars, and I mean
Yeah.
it was a horrible experience. But
Yeah, the neat thing about the Tello is you got a camera with it, so you could capture video on your phone,
Yeah.
and it's fun to fly. Now they do have a controller that you could put on there. It uses Bluetooth.
oh yeah, I got the when I got my Tello, I got a Bluetooth controller with it. I think I got the Steel Series,
Oh, okay.
like the iPhone
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
controller or whatever. My favorite tiny drone that I've ever flown inside was the Parrot Mambo. Have you flown one of
Yeah.
those?
The pig is more like the Parrot Mambo.
Okay.
Yeah, because
the-
it doesn't have a camera, but you could get a camera that'll mount on the top of the drone.
Yeah. Yeah, the one I had, it was the Parrot Mambo FPV kit. So it had the little FPV camera that went on top.
Right.
And then it was also the rolling spider. So it had
okay.
it had wheels instead of
Wheels on. Yeah.
prop guards, and so you could You could
Cool.
fly it up the wall, and then you could roll it across the ceiling and stuff.
Ooh,
So
cool.
it was actually cool when you hit the ceiling with that drone.
Did you ever play around with the Parrot Sumo?
Which one is the Sumo? Like the X-wing?
No.
Or no,
the
the
Sumo.
hopping
Yes.
the hopping Sumo. I had one of those.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Parrot came out with some really cool toy drones.
Yep.
There was also an attachment that went on the Mambo that you could shoot like little Nerf balls.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, and then some guys at work had a laser tag set. It was 2 drones, and you played laser tag. And so,
Oh,
on our lunch break, we went in the cafeteria at work, and we played laser tag with his drones. It was pretty fun.
Oh, cool.
If you shot the drone would just land on the floor for like 3 seconds, and then it would get back up. So
Cool.
I was hoping it'd just fall out of the sky, but it didn't. Probably be a short game if it kept falling out of the sky.
Yeah.
So what's that building behind you?
Oh, that's the Westminster Castle. It's about a mile away from my house, and it was originally built to be a university, and it was a college for a few years, and then World War One happened, and their enrollment dropped, and they went out of business, and it sat vacant for several years, and someone bought it, and now it's a private Christian school, K through 12.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
I like the tower.
Yeah.
I bet that tower is neat.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Belmont University here in Nashville. It's a music school. It's primarily a music school.
Okay.
And I forget what the name of the instrument is, but it plays like an organ, but it's not pipes. It's like bells. And so they've got a tower like that at Belmont that's full of bells.
Oh,
And,
okay.
and so all the windows that are on that castle behind you, they're all open, so they're just arches, and
Right.
the sound just coming out of there is just amazing.
Wow. Wow.
And it's right next to the quad, so they have like outdoor. They set up chairs outdoor, and they'll have concerts, and they'll just kind of have somebody playing the bells, and it's really neat.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
So Eat More Possum said that college where he works uses Mambos to teach physics.
Oh. Cool.
I think with the Tello, I've seen where people teach coding. I think there's
That's
an
right.
app. The app you can say like, fly 3 feet this way, and then do a turn, and then
Mhm. Yeah.
I had a toy
And
like
you
that
can-
in the 80s.
It's the same thing with the RoboMaster. You
Oh,
could
yeah?
do coding on that. Yeah. Teaches kids about coding and robotics.
I think the wheels on the RoboMaster are pretty neat.
Yeah, they are. Mm-hmm.
They're like rolling pin, like a whole bunch of rolling
Yeah.
pins in a circle.
That's right. That's how they get to go side to side.
Yep. I'd love to drive a car like that.
Yeah. It'd be easy to park.
Yeah, just go sideways right into the parking spot.
But you wouldn't want to drive it in the snow or on wet roads.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't have the traction to you just slide all over the place. And Eat More Possum, yes, I do still have the RoboMaster. I'm thinking about taking there's a gun on there that'll shoot pellets. I want to take that off and make a mount for a GoPro camera.
That's a great idea.
And that'll take a lot of weight off the turret. because I originally had the camera mounted on the top, but it was too heavy and I was getting a lot of error messages saying overload.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does the turret turn?
Yes, it does.
Cool.
Hmm.
Do you have a 360 camera?
No, I don't.
You need to put a
That'd
360
be
camera on
cool to
there.
have.
Yep. So what else has been going on?
Well, Mike Roach sent me a very nice package last week. As I don't know if you know, I lost the Mavic Air about a year ago.
Yeah, I didn't accelerated heights. Didn't it drop it in the river or something or pond?
No, that was Sean Oz.
Oh, that was Sean Oz. Okay.
Yeah, he lost it in the lake. And well, Mike sent me another Mavic Air.
Oh, cool.
And I thought it was just going to be the drone because that's all I needed. He sent me the drone with 5 batteries,
Dang.
the charger, the controller, and that's not all. I got a GoPro 7 Black
Cool.
and an Osmo Pocket
Dang.
with different accessories to it. I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah.
So
A couple
if
months
you
worth
see
of
my
videos right
latest
there.
video, I used all of that stuff.
That's
I
awesome.
really love that Osmo Pocket.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the Osmo Pocket might be even better on your RoboMaster than a GoPro
Yeah,
with the
because it did come with a GoPro mount on it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when the Osmo Pocket came out, I did more videos on accessories for the Pocket because it was like kind of half baked when they released it. Like you couldn't
Yeah.
even put it on a tripod. You
Right.
couldn't connect Bluetooth to it or Wi-Fi to it, and it was just like you had to buy an accessory just so you could Bluetooth it.
Right.
You couldn't plug a mic in it.
Yep.
But
Well, I just ordered a thing where it's a tripod with a mount where you could put your cell phone on it, and on top it's got a cold shoe to put what is, one of these little guys.
oh yeah, little light.
LED light, so I could have it like a vlogging camera.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, the in order to get to be focused in the Pocket, you're gonna have to put it on a selfie stick and get it away from you
Yeah.
because it's got a super how do I describe it? It's got a narrow field of view,
Oh, okay.
and then but there's not enough of your face in the shot for it to focus on you, so it constantly like pulsates in and out,
Oh, okay.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then
Well, when I used it for my video outdoors, I had it on a tripod, and it just worked great.
yeah, I love doing the I think it's like a 4-point time lapse. Have you tried that yet?
No, I haven't. I'll have to play around with all the neat stuff with it.
Yeah, there's something in the app where you point it like point A,
Uh-huh.
and then you use the joystick and turn it over to point B, and you can
Right.
go down or over, and then point C and then point D, and then you hit go, and it
Right.
takes a picture every 5 seconds and then turns it into a really cool time lapse.
Oh, cool. Cool.
I did that several times I'd go up to a parking garage on the top level, so I could point down at things. So I'd point at one building, get that in frame, and then I'd go to another building in frame, and I'd try to pick buildings that had like mirror glass all over them,
Right?
and I tried to pick a puffy cloud day. So like the puffy clouds would be going by. Where you're at, probably a snow day would be awesome.
Hold on a sec. I'll be right.
All right.
I'm battling allergies right now.
Yeah.
Every time the weather changes, my nose decides, oh, I'm going to turn the faucet on today. And
So I know
every
you're-
time you move, that's when it starts to run.
Yep.
Uh,
So it is 7:10, and I am going to show the video of the week sent in from Steven Drones,
all
and I'm going to
right.
have you commentate it. All right? You ready?
Okay.
You excited? I haven't even seen it.
Sure.
He sent it to me. Well, I think he sent it to me a couple hours before the show, but he told me about it when I started the show, and so I've downloaded it, and we're going to play it. You ready?
Sure. Go ahead. Steven Drones. Overlooking the pleasant valley of we don't know where, but it's beautiful. Smooth panning, great views.
This is taken with his unique Typhoon H Plus.
Ooh, wonderful. And I like the pan. It's nice and smooth. Some of these people, they're newbies. You could tell the where they're really fast and they're jerky. Yeah, this is nice and smooth.
Yeah, that's one of the best features of the unique Typhoon. Is it kind of like the Inspire? Like it'll hover there, and then you don't like you can touch the knob and then let go, and it'll just pan by itself.
Yeah. Yep. All you have to do is give it a left stick on the throttle, and it'll.
Yep.
Yep.
I get the shakes in my fingers sometimes, so I can't like hold. Like some of the smooth shots, I have to try them over and over and over again.
Mm. I like how he pans it down just a bit, and you can still see the horizon, but you can see a lot what's going on below.
Yep.
The exposure looks great.
Steven Drones, you say this was yesterday? It looks like fall. Or maybe your
Yeah.
leaves
It
aren't
looks like
on
the
the trees
trees
yet.
are just starting to get green.
Oh, okay. I
Look
see
how
some.
green that grass is.
Yep.
Oh, it's in Connecticut. And the downward pan is just really nice and smooth.
Yep.
And, yeah, look at the meth lab down there. Oh, sorry.
I always get scared every time I see power lines. See if you can land in that dump truck right there. Or maybe it's a bus.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I always try to look for the pilot. He might be behind the. Or no, that's him in the middle of the field. There it
Very
is.
nice. Very nice. And
Good job,
the one
Steve.
thing about the Typhoon Unique, boy, that controller is huge.
Yep. Yep. I love it.
Mm. But
People
it's
used
got
to.
a built-in monitor, a screen on it, so you don't need a phone, which is
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. People. A lot of the DJI fanboys used to make fun of me with my big controller,
Yeah.
and then the smart controller came out, and they all wanted that, and I was like,
Yep.
well, that's not much different than what you're just making fun of what I had. But
Yeah,
it's
it's just
funny.
a little smaller. Yeah.
Yep.
But I guess it's not that great to have if you have the Air 2S.
Yep. Are there a lot of issues with it, or what's going on there?
Yeah, you don't get the range that you'll get with the regular controller with
Oh yeah,
OcuSync 3.
that's right. Different OcuSync.
Yep.
Yeah, I have a video on my channel with the. I've got the Air 2S, but I haven't flown it yet.
Right.
But I've had the Air 2, and I've been running it on DroneLink.
Right.
So you can like control waypoints and stuff like that. And there's a mission on my channel, 3.5 miles, where I fly it, and like I never lose any bit of signal on that Air 2. It's just beautiful how crisp the video is the whole time, and my
Yeah, I've got the Air 2 and I love it.
yeah.
It's never had any signal loss with it like I did with the original Mavic Air.
Yep. Yep. And it doesn't sound like a swarm of bees.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, if you watch my video that I did of the flying pig, I used the Mavic Air to give a different perspective of the drone flying.
Oh yeah.
But the downside was because it was so windy, all you saw was this little tiny drone coming up, and it goes zipping across the the picture.
That's funny.
So I got video from 3 different views.
Very cool. I'm going to play that video. I'm going to turn the music down so that I don't get a copyright, and I'm going to scrub through it. I'm not going to play the entire.
Okay.
There's Artco giving us a kiss right there.
Yeah.
So
This was taken with the Osmo Pocket.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So I like the depth of field compared to a GoPro, that where it's kind of blurred out the background a little bit.
Yeah. And you don't get that fisheye lens look.
Yep. And what's cool about it is it's the exact same size as the Pocket 2. So you've got new accessories that you can buy for it now. Like the joystick will work with the from the 2, and the only thing is the bottom of the Pocket doesn't come off, so you can put the creative things on it.
Right.
But
there's GoPro 7 that I got.
Nice.
It's kind of quirky because sometimes when you first start it up, it'll run for a few minutes and then it'll just quit. Then you gotta turn it on again or start it up again. Oh yeah, there's the air going up.
Yeah, I saw the focus kind of breathing in and out. There's a video I did a couple years ago, and I don't even remember what the solution is now, but um, there's a solution to that I can't remember what it is. And I kind of think it has to do with the auto white balance. Like the camera's just trying to do too much.
Right? So here's where the people are coming out, and you can see the drone. There it is. And
Oh,
then
you're
it goes
attacking
to
them.
the left and towards the tree. That dog looked really interested. Like, what's that? What's that? I want to get.
That's funny.
This is from a different view. Now you can see the drone heading. There it goes, right into the tree.
Yeah, that's a dangerous tree to fly into.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of branches.
Well, luckily it didn't get stuck up there. Just
Oh,
hit
it fell?
popped, and then it landed on the ground. Yep. And you'll see me walking towards it and pick it up and bring it back. There we go. I was going to fly it again, and then the battery quit on that, and it just got too windy, so I decided,
Does
time
it
to
have like
bring
a
the drone?
Does it have like a little lipo that you plug in?
Yeah, it's got
Oh.
a battery, kind of like the Tello has.
I'm gonna take that off my channel real quick.
There we go.
Well, cool. Well, thanks for coming in, Art.
You're welcome.
I think I'm
Thanks
gonna.
for having me, and you have a great evening.
All right, you too, man.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Everybody say goodnight to Art. All right, y'all. So something else I wanted to talk about tonight. Now that we've got 3 people in the room, this always happens. It's okay. So something I haven't talked about in a while is the website. I haven't added much to the website, but as kind of a refresher, what I'm going to try to start doing is putting news feeds in the news section. So anytime, I do a live stream or some new drones coming out or new camera or something like that I see, I'm going to start putting content here, aside from what's on my YouTube channel, just to kind of support what I talk about on the YouTube channel. Doing research here will help me. Like, as I write these articles, I'm going to learn stuff about them. It'll also give me a place to have all the specs about things in the same place. And, instead of running through one of my YouTube videos and trying to find where I talked about something, I might also talk about it here in the news section. The club, I think, is just going to die. Nobody wants to be my friend. So we're just going to kill that. Maybe when I have 100,000 subscribers or something like that, we'll start the club back up. But I also want to talk about the gear page. I'm building up the library for the DJI Air 2S. So what we have here, we've got some ND filters. I saw this bag, and I think it's really, really cool. It's by PGY Tech. It's kind of a hard case alternative for your Air 2S. So it looks like the Fly More combo will fit in this. So I think that's pretty cool. It's splash proof. It looks really cool on women's bellies. So pretty cool. I also there's something else that I'm going to be reviewing on my channel, and I don't think I put it in here, but it is this guy. Let me show you. And it's by Sunny Life. And basically what it is, this, let me get it by my face. This will go on my handlebars. This will go on my handlebars and hold my controller, so I can use my drone to follow me while I'm riding my electronic bike. So I think that's going to be pretty cool. Or it might just be kind of cool if I'm riding my bike somewhere. I can just stay on my bike and fly from there, and have a place to sit while I'm flying my drone. So that's coming up. And it might not be on this because it's not a part of Amazon. But if you need extra blades, or you need like a lens hood, not a lens hood, but a monitor hood for your controller, we got some stilts. I'm definitely going to be getting some of those. I might get this set or that set, but I'll be reviewing that on my channel. Here's another cool bag for your Air 2S. Now, something that's really cool about the Air 2S is that it is compatible with Air 2 stuff. I don't think it's compatible with the controller, but it's compatible. Like the batteries are interswappable with the firmware update. The drone is exactly the same size, right? So it fits in the Fly More combo of the Air 2. So if you have an Air 2 and you want to upgrade, you might just need to get the drone because you already have extra batteries and you have a bag and all that kind of stuff and a charger. And the only upgrade on the Fly More combo with the Air 2S is it comes with ND filters. So that's pretty cool. But if you didn't get the ND filters, we got you covered right here. Eat More Possum is already looking for that. So let's see if we can add that. Let's see if we can find it right now. What was it? Sunnyside? Sunny Life? No. There it is right there. So we'll add a couple of them to the board. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them on Amazon. So I went ahead and added it right here. Just $20. It's pretty awesome. And these are all the controllers that are compatible with it. So you've got your old, your Mavic Pro controller. Actually, this looks like the Mavic Pro because it has a screen on it, and then there's a Mavic 2 Pro. So look at all these controllers that it's adaptable with. Mavic Mini, Mavic Pro. Let's see what all it's got. Mavic Air, DJI Spark. Oh, so this one might not. Maybe I should take that back off the board. And let's see what this one is. Here's Mavic Air 2, Mavic 2, Mavic Mini 2. So yeah. So we got that. So that's pretty cool. We got a landing pad. There's a guy that wants me to test a landing pad, so I might get one of those. I like how this one folds up. It's got the places for the spikes. So that one looks pretty awesome. So there's that. That is my idea board. We're going to go to t-shirts. It's time for the coffee, Al. So on the t-shirt plane, I want to get some t-shirts out for summer. There's a lot of like here in Nashville, they have like the Tennessee flag, but it's in the shape of a bear. Or there is the the Tennessee flag in the shape of a catfish, because we've got catfish and we've got bears here. So I thought it'd be really cool to do a drone and then maybe put the American flag like in the drone, and maybe some other things. I don't know for sure what I want to do, but I thought a flag / drone shirt would be pretty cool. So this is where my merch is going. We've got I Fly Hex, I Fly Quad. There's some Sean Hyde Studios merch. If you want to promote my channel, there's a nice apron for when you're grilling, when you're making shrimp on the Barbie. So that's pretty cool. And the other thing I wanted to tell you about is Amazon deals. So I showed you the idea boards, where you can click on the idea boards and purchase things off Amazon that I've reviewed. But if there's anything on Amazon that I haven't reviewed, but you still want to buy it on Amazon, if you're planning on shopping on Amazon and you click this link, it will help my channel and you won't have to do anything different. You just go shopping the way you regularly want to shop. So yeah, I'm also going to put some like 360 banner pages, maybe. I'm trying to get away from putting ads everywhere on my website, but I still want you guys to be able to click on an ad if you want to buy something like that. So, and I'll give you an example. So on this news article right here about the Air 2S, this is my video that I made on YouTube. But right underneath this, there's a buy now link. If you click on that buy now link, it goes straight to DJI. Where you can buy the Air 2S. But this is also my my affiliate link. So what if you buy from here, then it would give me some money on DJI, like some credit on DJI, so that I can buy another DJI drone and review it on the channel. So hopefully that will happen. Really, all I've done so far is made like $25, and that kind of discounted the DJI refresh. But hopefully the ball will get rolling, and the whole goal here, guys, is for me to sustain the channel without begging for money. Okay, so I want to have merchandise that you guys can purchase, a t-shirt you'd like to wear, and it also helped the channel out. Or if you watch a video of something that I'm reviewing and you want to purchase that, it would be awesome to get a little kickback on the channel. And you're still going to get a toy that is reviewed by a trusted reviewer, and we all win. So that is what that is all about. So yeah, 7:35. My nose is starting to drip. It's not totally drippy yet, but I can feel it coming in the air at night. So have you guys heard of anything, any kind of new news? Any new drones coming out? I've already started to see some leaks with the Mavic 3 Pro. But I feel like a lot of it's just rumors right now, but we can check that out. I saw this picture that I thought was pretty interesting. Let's see if I can zoom in. But I feel like it was just kind of, it's by Drone XL. And the only real thing is the camera. So everything else is kind of cheesy. Like, it's got air scoops. It's got some more air scoops. Like, okay, it's going to dissipate air. Nobody cares about that part. So I saw that. On the wish list of what you guys would like to see on the Mavic 3, is there anything that you guys would like? I really like the bigger cameras on the Autel Evo Pros. I think it's a wonderful camera. And if you put that wonderful camera on, the flight engineering of a DJI, I think it would be pretty awesome. I like my Autel Evo Pro, but there are some things that it doesn't do as good as DJI drones do. But I feel like the camera is better than a lot of the footage that I've seen. Jet Martin said he wants to talk about the Husband Zeno Mini Pro. Is that the... oh, that's a good idea. 1-inch sensor with optical zoom. Who'd have thought about that? Optical. What's an optical zoom? We don't need optical zooms nowadays. So Jet says that the Mavic 3 Pro will cost north of $2,500 and coming in August. So that's just enough time to save up. Excuse me. That sounds pretty good. I feel like with the Air 2S coming out, Air 2S does a lot. So they're going to have to step up what the Pro can do. It'll probably have 6 or 8K. They'll probably my prediction is they'll have a 6K version and an 8K version to compete with the Autels. The Mavic 2 Pro already has enough sensors on it, I think. Now, if it can accomplish what the Skydio did, maybe that would be a greater upgrade. But like the Autels have sensors all over them. The Mavic 2s have sensors all over them. You know what? I think a good feature would be an integrated strobe that is FAA approved, so people can fly at night if they want to. People are always adding strobes, and I mean, why not just add that on there? Eight More Possum says interchangeable lenses would be good. Jet Martin says a 4/3 sensor. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. I think a 4/3 sensor is twice as big as a 1-inch sensor. Let me see. Or 4 times the size. Oh, it's not that much better. All right, so I'm going to share this. But we've got some 4/3 sensors. We want some 4/3 sensor on it. So 1 over. Can you guys see my? No, you can't. All right. So now you can see my arrow. So 1 over 3.2 is kind of what we've been getting. We've been getting like with the Mavic Pro, with like the Mavic 2 zoom. That's kind of where we've been in 4K drones for a while. And then the 1-inch sensor is kind of what you get with the Mavic 2 Pro. You get with the Air 2S. I have a 1-inch sensor on my Unique Typhoon H Plus, and I have a 1-inch sensor on my Autel Evo 2 Pro. And then 4/3 sensor is what we get on the Inspire ZenMuse X5. That's about the only 4/3 sensor that I have on a drone. And it's a big camera, but it might only be big because it has a really big lens on it. The sensor itself might not be, like, you might not have to have that big of a camera to have a 4/3 sensor. All right, Jet wants us to talk about that. So let's get this up. Starting to snort, y'all. All right. So this is the same as the Mini and the Mini 2. It's got 3-direction optical avoidance. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. 40 minutes of flight time. Well, it says up to 40 minutes of flight time. So that's pretty cool. I think the Minis, are they like 35? Maybe 30? It's been a long time since I've talked about the specs on the Minis. 10-kilometer remote control distance. So guys, help me out with the metric system. 10 kilometers, how many miles is that? I feel like a kilometer is close to a mile or over a mile. I can't remember. So somebody look that up. So Jet says 6.2 miles. So that is remote control distance. So I wonder if that's remote control, like you can control the drone, or can you see the footage from the camera that far away? Because they, like, when they talk about specs, and they always say things like a lawyer says them, you know. And like, you got to watch for little things like up to, or like whenever they use words like that, it's because it's a range. But that's awesome. 10-kilometer remote control distance. Now the Mini 2, the Mini does not have good reception at all. I can't even, I lose connection all the way across the school campus that I fly around. But the Mini 2 has OcuSync, which has a lot better signal. And I think it has the same signal as my Air 2, because I think they use the same controllers, the same controller technology. It's got a 1/1/3 sensor, so we just saw kind of how small that is. But that is still capable of 4K footage. So it's got a super large aperture. That's good. So aperture helps with low light. The better the aperture, the more light it takes in. So that kind of takes away from noise and stuff like that. Whoa, we got a fancy word. Synclisse 3.0. Okay, so here we go. That's their spec right there. So it transmits 1080p 30 frames per second video from 10 kilometers away, so 6.2 miles. Up to 6 times hybrid zoom. So hybrid zoom sounds like it's a mix between digital and optical. So it probably does what the Parrot did. The Parrot, you could have like 2.5 lossless zoom, which meant that you wouldn't lose any quality. But after that, when you zoomed in, you would lose quality. Optical flow nightlight. What does that even mean? Because optical flow is like something that that measures like 2 frames in a video and then smooths out the transition between those 2 frames, so you can like add frames if you want to slow things down. It also, optical flow also analyzes stitching algorithms in 360 video. So when they call it nightlight, I wonder what that means. AI tracking mode, enhanced HDR photos, built-in intelligent flight battery. So I wonder why it weighs less in Japan than it weighs in these other places. Does that make sense? I don't understand why. Is the gravity different in Japan? Sorry, I'm just playing, but that's an odd spec for me. Sorry, I'm not seeing what you guys are saying. So Jet says the Mini 2 is a 1/2.3. Yep. Had to do my fraction math there. So Eatmore Possum says that the sensor is maybe like the Mavic 2 Zoom. Jet's just as skeptical as I am about the 10 kilometers, 40 minutes. Now, whatever they say, like 10 kilometers, that means no interference at all. Okay, so whenever they write specs, they talk about the best case scenario. A lot of good companies will put a little cliff note next to it, and then they'll put down at the bottom, 30-minute flight time is based on no wind, no interference, like not normal, not normal circumstances. So I'm right with you there, Jet. I'm like, yeah, I believe it when I see it. Okay, so at night it has a spotlight when landing. So what that probably means is the optical flow sensors on the bottom of the drone are helped out by the spotlight that points down. So they're visual sensors that need light, just like it's probably the same thing that's on my VR headset. If I use the Oculus Quest in the dark, it doesn't work very well. I actually need to use it in a lit room so that it can read what's surrounding me, and so it can see the things in my hand, stuff like that. Oh, well, that makes sense. A different battery in Japan. Is there like limitations on the batteries? Like, do they have to use a different technology in Japan? Or is it like, like we have smart batteries on the DJI products, but when it comes down to it and they explain them, they still talk about like a 2S battery or 3S battery or 4S battery. So it might have less cells in Japan. So Hubsan sensors is much larger than the Mini 2. Brent says 10 kilometers in a vacuum. Nice. Very cool. Does the Mavic 2 Pro have a spotlight? Mavic 2 Pro or the Mavic Mini 2? Pretty sure the Mavic 2s have spotlights. I'm pretty sure. I think that's when they came out, was with the Mavic 2s. Yep, Brent just confirmed it. Well, that's cool. Do they have any video of this guy, or is it still just like pre-order? Ratings and reviews. Nobody's rated it yet, so nobody's purchased it. It's got a price tag of $459, and it says base 64 gigs. So I wonder. So it doesn't talk about coming with an SD card, and it has 64 gigs. So it looks like it has 64 gigs internal memory, which is cool. So one battery, 4 props. So there's also a 128 gigabyte version that's $589. So pre-order shipping in mid-June. And then Jet says no SD card, only built-in memory, 64 gigs or 128 gigs. But you can do a lot with 64 gigs. You can do even more. You can do twice as much with 128 gigs. But I love drones that have built-in memory. I wish they all did. But I also like the idea of being able to swap out cards if you filled one up. So that's the. Yeah, Jet, it's kind of interesting. I don't really trust Hubspin. I mean, I've seen people fly their drones, but I don't think they compare at all with DJI drones. This one might work out, but it also might be a complete flop, just like the Yuneec Mantis Q. Did you guys ever see that drone? I was all excited about that drone, and I was super excited about the Yuneec Breeze 4K. When I got it in my hand, I was like, "This is a piece of crap." It had it had this really cool plastic shell, but when you open the battery door, you could see inside of the drone, and it had like the circuit board that was just kind of bouncing around in there, and it was just really, really cheaply built. Jet says it's all about execution. Now, Hubspin, if you're listening and you want to send this onto my channel, you want to send it to me, and I'll do a review on it. But yeah, I mean, it's a good looking drone. They've definitely copied their look from the right places. Man, my sinuses are starting to get to me, guys. So with that said, Jet, I'm going to pull up on the screen my biggest letdown running this channel. There it is right there. This camera blew me away with... Yeah, I agree with you too, Jet. I would love to see some competition. I think the Paradenafis are great. I think that it's a great competition. I wish they would release the USA. I wish they would have released the USA for a lot cheaper, or at least a USA version that doesn't have all three cameras on it, so they can put out $1,000 version of the USA, because it's waterproof. And I think a waterproof drone today would be awesome. I would love to be able to fly a drone in the rain. I don't know what kind of footage I'd get out of that, but I would love to, even like one that has like a hood over it so that the camera doesn't get wet and you could point it down. I would love to fly over a rainstorm, not over the lightning clouds or anything like that, but I would love to fly over a river while it was getting rained on or something like that. Yeah, and I think the USA drone does have a transmission system that is a lot farther. They made the USA drone for the military, so it's got a lot of upgraded features to it, and I would love to have that. But y'all, this 360 camera had everything that I ever wanted when it came out. It had all these mounts, and well, this is not a good website for it. But it was completely waterproof. Like, it just had all this awesomeness to it. And then I got my hands on it, and it was one of the crappiest 360 cameras I've ever had. It had removable batteries. It was rugged, removable lenses. I mean, everything about this drone when it came out, they showed it like in a fish tank underwater, and I was like, this is going to be the future. But my Garmin 360 did way better than this drone ever did. So that was my letdown. That was one of those things that was amazing on pre-order. It was amazing before it came out, and then when it finally did, it was like, that's a piece of crap. So Jet, I hope your husband, where's the name of the drone? I lost it. I hope your Hubspin Xeno Pro Mini Pro is all it's cracked up to be. I really do. Fox Fader, what's up? Totally agrees. Anafi is a little beast. The little beast. And then he even said it again. So whenever people repeat themselves, you know they mean business. Yeah, I would just like to see a video from it. I mean, it sounds like it's got a good camera, but if it doesn't have a good, you know, if the hardware isn't good to capture that video, I mean, if you spec'd me out and you took my weight and my height and all that kind of stuff, you could say that I was like a bodybuilder, and you know, because muscle weighs more than fat, and I just had a whole bunch of muscle. But then when you kind of look at me, you're like, oh, he's just a fat old 45-year-old man. He ain't got no muscles. So yeah, be leery of the looks good on paper. But if it ships out in June, surely there's a video somewhere. Maybe not. Same here. It is to be better than the Femi Mini. Let's look that up. Excuse me. Well, that's a cute little drone. This is the Femi Mini. Another 250 gram. So there's a lot of drone. When the Mini came out, it created a new spot in the market for drones that are not FAA, you know, that are under the FAA limit. 8-kilometer transmission, so not as far, but 8 kilometers still pretty dang far. 30-minute flight time, which is right on par with the Minis. It looks good. I like the white. They got a white version and they got an orange version. I like the kind of the Autel orange. I'm digging that. So it's got fast charging battery, 4K HDR video, 3-axis gimbal, level 5 wind resistance. I'm not sure what that means. I don't know what the difference is between the rest of them. But it fits in a little purse, so that's cool. Guys and their drones like purses. And they've got 2 different battery types. They've got a standard battery and a pro battery. I think it's weird that the standard battery weighs more than the pro battery. Do y'all understand that? But so if you just get the standard battery, then you have to register your drone because it's over 250 grams. 8-kilometer transmission range. I love the controller. That's cool. That looks like one of those like video game controllers for your phone. I think that's really cool. I love it because your thumbs are kind of out of the way of the screen. I think it looks good. Oh, we're getting a lot of... So Jet says he's... And this is probably back on the Hubspin. He's afraid that early customers will be beta testers. And rumor is Autel is working on a Mini. So it's the battle of the Minis, the war of the Minis. What's up, Tony? Welcome to the channel. Now, are you talking, Tony? Are you talking about the Femi Mini, or the Hubspin Mini, or the DJI Mini. A lot of minis. Jet said the orange won't be available till June. I will say the orange drones are pretty easy to see in the sky because they're more on the black side. Like, I mean, they're not black, but it's a dark color that it's kind of easier to see against the clouds and stuff. Just like the Fimi. Fimi have a huge horizon tilt problem. One thing I didn't like about the Breeze 4K was it had a one-axis gimbal, but you had to change the axis before you went up in the sky. So it was like you were just kind of pointing your camera up or down. 30-minute flight time. Equipped with the standard battery, the drone can fly up to 30 minutes. Equipped with the Pro battery, the drone can fly up to 31 minutes. And here's what I was talking about earlier. In a windless environment at a speed of 6 meters per second. So if you opened her up, anytime you put more strain on the engines, it's going to kill the batteries more. Like the batteries are going to go faster. And depending on how far you fly away, that return to home might be coming back a lot faster than you were flying to begin with. All right, so we've got a liquid ion versus a lipo. That's what the difference is. Is there also a difference in price? I like the USB-C hookup. I think that's pretty awesome. They didn't skimp out there. Stabilized 3-axis mechanical gimbal combines lightweight 3-axis mechanical gimbal, the latest professional control algorithm for a much better accuracy of 0.005 degrees. Dang. 4K HDR. They've got F-Log. It's like Fimi Log. It's very saturated and very sharp. But that's up to it depends on what you like when you fly your drone. I kind of like to have it softer and then sharpen it myself, as opposed to starting out sharp and then there's no way to soften it. The drone can connect to your, so it's got Wi-Fi, low latency. So it looks like it's got a regular drone app version. So I wonder, well, yeah, that controller is probably by them. So it's got level 5 winds. I'm not sure what that means. The handy remote controller is light and easy to carry. The upgraded receiver lets you enjoy stabler image transmission. Stabler. Is that a word? Stabler? It's got tracking modes, one-tap video. See, one-tap video with a single tap takes cinematic shots. What drone doesn't start recording with a single tap? Powerful flight plan shooting. Oh, so it's got waypoints. That's cool. See, that just added to this drone a lot for me. Time lapses, live streaming, panorama. I always think it's weird when they have live streaming on a drone. Has anybody in here tried to live stream from their drone? It does not work very well. Just saying. Takes panoramas, got night shots. Search and rescue mode with 3 times digital zoom, GPS positioning. Whoa, it's got GPS positioning. Just kidding. Lightweight and 8K transmission is great for assistance in search and rescue tasks. See, this is marketing right here. It's like one of those things, like, it is not a search and rescue mode. It just has zoom. That's all it does. Precision landing. Multiple safety functions for safe flight. It's got return to home, which is good. GPS real tracking. No fly zones. Wind warning. Excessive power warning. And low battery arm return. I think it's a really cool looking drone. I don't think I'm going to go through the specs on this tonight. Okay, so the controller comes with it. At first, when I was looking at it, I was thinking the controller didn't come with it. It looks like the blades go on and off like the Parrot Anafi blades, where they screw on. So they give you a screwdriver, give you some screws. So yeah. Pretty cool night, y'all. I love it when I don't have an agenda and the live stream just kind of flows. I want to thank everybody that came to the live stream tonight. Jet, you've been wonderful with all of your knowledge. Fox Fader, thanks for hanging out. Steven Drones. Tony Theos. Eat More Possum. Nacho Rolling. Who else we got? Artco was here. Artco was on the show. That was pretty awesome. Steven Drones, I don't know if I've thanked you yet or not. My dad was here for a little while. It's his birthday. Bob Casey was here. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. But, oh, we got another fact. Level 5 is 21 knots according to what I just pulled up. So, I don't know what a knot is. I know it's like a boat term, like ocean. Like on land, we measure things in feet or miles or kilometers, and on the water, we measure things in knots. But yeah. I want to thank you all for coming and hanging out with me tonight. Hopefully by next week, my voice will be back. I've got to sing this weekend, so I might sound like Joe Cocker this weekend with my raspy voice. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to fly my Air 2S tomorrow or the next day. If it's still too windy, then we might do some Osmo Pocket or some Pocket 2 videos. And I got the Go 2 that I still haven't done any videos on. I was all excited for that camera to come out. An update on the Inspire real quick is I made another 3D printed mount that hooks onto the Inspire. But this one, I turned the GoPro mount 90 degrees. So super excited to get this on the drone. And I'm also trying to come up with a selfie stick option. I've done it in the past with a collapsible selfie stick, and the drone did not like it, but I'm trying to come up with some sort of like PVC pipe type mount for the bottom of my Inspire so that I can put my camera on a selfie stick. But there's downward facing sensors that I can't get in the way of. So still trying to figure that out. But yeah. Hope you guys like this video. Please like, subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell for notifications. I want to put out more live streams, videos about drones, cameras, action cameras, 360 cameras. Did I say cameras? Yeah, I said cameras. Yeah. Have a wonderful day, y'all. Night. Peace out.